So we started the game well, and I mean, then we broke the lineup, and when the guys came in, they did a good job. I mean, we brought the starters back in that second quarter. I mean, just it was awful. No intensity. You got to be ready to play every time you come in the game. Start, doesn't matter when. And then they got going. I mean, and they're 8th in three-point percentage in the NBA. If you don't have the right intensity, they're going to make you look bad, and that's what happened. And then, we've hung around and fought back in the fourth quarter, made a bunch of plays, and, Aaron Gordon was terrific. Game on the line. Big rebounds, big spot up to 2 big three-pointers. So we fought hard and got the win.
Cliff, you've said that Aaron can be kind of that wild card for you. How much do you need him to keep playing like this over the final 27?
Yeah, I mean, if he plays like he did tonight, then we'll have a chance to make progress. And, we're going to have to obviously play better, but I mean, if he can play like that, it'd be a big plus.
Steve, it's not the first time at all that it's happened, but still, what kind of sign is it that Markelle asserted himself as effectively as he did late in that fourth quarter and made a key contribution?
Yeah, I mean, big plays. And the other one was then when they got up in overtime, right, he hit the off the double team of the Vooch post up. He hit the baseline jumper, which is not an easy shot. So, I mean, I felt like the Milwaukee game, that's the most assertive he's been, and then he's playing with more aggressiveness, which is what we need.
Coach, the team surrendered 18 three-pointers, and what's your assessment of Christian Wood?
Oh, he played great tonight. Young player. We had him in Charlotte like 3-4 years ago when he was really young, and it hasn't been easy for him. He's had a lot of chances with a lot of teams, and hadn't been able to stick, and now he's found a place where, he fits the way they're playing. He's playing well.
Coach, what was your message to the guys after the fourth to get them going and kind of focus for that overtime?
I mean, hey, look, you know what? We just have to play 5 good minutes. To me, in overtime, you try to play from ahead. It was, we made a big shot, and then, they got open there, and Galloway's a really good shooter. So, there's not much you can do. You just keep going forward,
Coach, what does it do for Aaron Gordon to string together a couple good games in a row after some struggles going into the break?
I think the last 7, I'm going to say he's averaging almost 20 a game, I think. I think it's his best stretch, and his defense has been good. So, I mean, it's a good sign. He's playing better and better.
There have been a lot of times this season where you've hoped that your team would rebound, be better on the defensive boards. There were times tonight where Pistons had wide open paths to offensive rebounds. Yeah. How much of a concern does that remain for you?
Huge. I mean, here's the bottom line. We have the same guys. Last year, we were always hit for. I just told the guys that, it was a good win. It was an important win. To me, I know people think that, we're limited. We've taken a bunch of injuries. They're only okay. We can play so much better. I mean, last year, we can say, so, most of the effort things in our league were like top 5 or 6, okay? Last year, we were the 3rd best defensive rebounding team in the NBA. We rarely went for games where we weren't physical late in the game. 2 huge plays tonight. The Markieff Morris missing overtime. We miss a block out. The guy's standing right there. All you had to do is hit him. They get a tip dunk. And then the game wouldn't have gone into overtime if we blocked out. That's how their biggest basket to tie the game was a tip dunk. And those are going to be the things. I mean, last year, I've said this publicly. When I met with Jeff and John at the end of the year, I told them our biggest strength was our versatility, our size. And our second biggest strength was everybody wanted to win badly. They wanted to prove to the league we're not the same Magic. Our effort for this so far this year has been better than most teams in the league, but it's not what it needs to be. And that's what we have to get to. All right, thanks.